Do you know the secrets of making friends? They are so simple and easy. That looks easy enough. And Joey is going to try it out.
Now the summer's here, but just for a while. The night arrives, now I can smile. Just a little bit, speak up a little bit. It's past my bedtime, a season ago. Just a little bit, put out a little bit. When the birds and the insects put on a show. Give up a little bit. As the heat goes up, the cares go down.
Find good things in people.
As the fire gets hot all around the
Tell
town.
them the good things.
Summer's here to start, but it's not too late.
Smile and talk to people. That's the first thing.
To feel the need to pollinate.
All day, things have been going better for Joe. Still smiling and talking to people, finding good things about people and telling them about the good things. Going home isn't going to be lonely this time.
When the morning comes and no one's around. The sun struts in blinding, but without a sound. My friends and I laugh as we sit in the dark. And watch the hills blossom near Central Park. And as the heat goes up, the cares go down. As the fire gets hot all around the town. Summer's here to start, but it's not too late to feel the need to pollinate.
Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn. I'm here with my favorite pollination partner, Harvey. We're gonna pollinate together later.
We're gonna do all the pollinating. Hell yeah.
Mother thinks that's a good idea.
Are you gonna go against Mother, Harvey? We gotta pollinate.
I'll do whatever Mum says. Mommy.
What?
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jesus. There's an audio clip to grab. Hello Hologram 1, hello Noah Craw, hello Mosaic Task Force. This is such a good song, but it's also so lewd. That's what makes it a good song, Noah. Harvey, let's play XCOM 2 ads now? Oh!
Hey, Harvey, still here.
Hey, a guide called Jim. Still here indeed.
You're back
Many
there.
thanks for the show.
Okay, this is weird. I gotta get my bearings of which way to turn. It doesn't really work until, yeah, because I'd look over here and I see Harv, so, hey, and then this is, hello Hologram 1, hello Harvington, she says.
Can he be here?
Jim is here as well. E can be here. I don't know about you, but E can definitely be. It's a vowel joke! Oh, it's just off the cuff, dude.
You're a master of words, Born. A master of words, vowels, and consonants.
Oh, thank you. I do like to synergize my strategies. I really liked your give no quarter pitch on YouTube. God, just
Thank you very much.
very well scripted and delivered and used. I've done that before myself, talking with myself, and you always got to have yourself talking over yourself a little bit. You did it just beautifully with 3 characters.
Yeah, no, it's an idea I've had in my head for a long time, but it was many painful hours of editing. Many painful hours.
Where are you in the development, by the way? Any big changes?
We are very, very rapidly approaching a first workable prototype. So we will have something which is technically playable much like your cooking is technically food. It's coming along pretty good. But the code is already somewhat spiraled out of control, so I'm looking forward to scrapping what I have completely and designing again from scratch to make it all lovely and clean.
As is usually the process in development. To a certain point,
Well,
you go, all right, that works good.
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna go back and fix all of this shit. That's just 12 lines for that. Come on, me.
It's definitely a matter of battling mindset, because if you're in a good mood and you're in a patient frame of mind, then you'll probably sit down and actually think things through. And especially if you encounter an issue, you're more likely to sit back and go, well, hang on. What is the correct way to solve this issue? If you're in a bad mood and you're feeling tired and you've had to deal with 5 bugs already today and this is just the 6th one, it's far more likely you go, well, it's failing on this line of code, so just fucking... you're just gonna, if null, then do this, and cause yourself a load of problems later on. That was kind of what the stream was like today for me. But any progress is good progress when dirty prototyping is the goal. So
Maybe you're not the best person to keep me grounded for XCOM 2, because that's going to be my experience just shortly here. I feel like we looked at Elite Dangerous, and I feel like when I came to Elite Dangerous in this series that I'm thinking of as games I shat upon, when we first came to Elite Dangerous, I felt very, despite the fact that I have a very angry history with the game, I felt open. I felt like it can prove itself to be whatever it's going to be. XCOM 2... I'm not impartial right now. I'm sitting here, I'm angry at the game just as it is. We opened it up and immediately there was that little stuttering, glitching as it comes in. It's like, it's no big deal. It's not gameplay. It's just the game loading in, no big deal. And I'm immediately like, yeah, okay. 9.3 out of 10 IGN. Editor's Choice Award, huh? On the list of best games of the year 2016, maybe. Sure, okay. Did you see how it loaded up? I'm very hostile toward this franchise.
I'll tell you what, I'm here not to play the game as it is a single-player game, but I'll be here to be that little conscience and voice of reason and devil's advocate at times, and I'm gonna grill you for your opinions, Born. You shat upon this game, and now this game wants revenge, so you better have those opinions justified. And
okay.
I'm here to make sure that's
I did load the game up before the live stream once and do a little bit of... I did the first mission just to see how it would go. 1 mission, 1 bug. I found a bug as we did, and hopefully it'll come up as we're playing again. I won't talk about it, and I'll just look for it as it comes up. Little nothing, doesn't really matter, but, you know, they've had 3 years for this 9.3. And really, when I think of it, XCOM 2 kind of... It suffered at the hands of a review press that, like, just gobbled down its marketing engine. And that's not so much Firaxis as it is, who is it, 2K.
the reviewers.
Take-Two, 2K. And, yeah, the reviewers and YouTube and IGN, professional, you know, game pressings and stuff, they gobbled it up. It was a very good marketing campaign, so good that they released a game that was so full of friggin' bugs and glitches. I would love to, in fact, before we actually get into the game, I'm not going to, like, show somebody else's video here, but here's Channel 5 Gaming, video published on March 6, 2016. This is a month after launch, and this is clips from his live stream, and if you want to look it up, the name is XCOM 2 Bug Montage. How many bugs can we find on a single mission? And this was just from him playing on a live stream, not trying to break anything. It wasn't his goal to find bugs. He was just playing, and then he got this footage, and then he decided to make it into a video. So I'm not going to show the various bugs, but as I'm just going to step through, and YouTube steps through 5 seconds at a time. So bug count 0, next step, bug count 1. Bug count 3, we're now 15 seconds in, or 10 maybe.
Wait, am I understanding you right that he didn't edit down the footage afterwards? Is this just
He edited
live
it
footage?
for this, but I actually saw the original live stream. I remember like reaching out to him and being like, right? God, how are people giving this such good reviews out of the gate? Just stepping through 6 now, then 7, 3 taps, we're on to 8. 4 taps
So the real
there
question
to bug
is,
count 9, 1 to 10.
So this is the real question is, how long was this one live stream? that he got this footage.
This was actually, I feel like it was an hour and a half or 2 hour live stream, and he did this mission multiple times because it bugged out so hard that it got him killed. It was game-breaking bugs at that point where it's like, that was not fair, I'm going to restart the mission. Restarts the mission, carries on, bugs carry on. And what he really needed to do was restart the game, because after we got like our legs in XCOM 2, we realized that when you start seeing these kinds of bugs, you need to restart the game because it's never going to come back from there. At launch...
Sounds kind of like the player base and the reviewer base. If, I'm going to be the skeptical devil's advocate, so I'm not going to buy into all this until I see it. But it sounds like a little bit of classic Stockholm syndrome, maybe, that people have been acclimatized so much to these bugs that they just kind of expect them and deal with them, and they forget about them.
And XCOM 2 is not a far derivation from, the original XCOM in those terms, which is to say that XCOM is a pretty solid game, its base game, but it has a number of very obvious on-the-surface right-there bugs that Firaxis released DLC. So you went XCOM Enemy Unknown and then XCOM Enemy Within, and Enemy Within came out and they still had the same bugs. They still had the same bugs from XCOM Enemy Unknown in there, and it's like, but the community player base knows about these, has told you about them, reported them. What are you doing, Firaxis? I particularly like this bug. If you want to check out this video later, this is great, because what he does is, I believe he couldn't get all of his soldiers to this pickup point that was on the roof of this gas station, so he intentionally blew it up. Because if the pickup point is there, then if you destroy the place where the pickup point is, it's supposed to relocate over the course of the next 2 or 3 turns. And it just stayed there. It just stayed. The pickup point, as you can see here, is just hovering in midair in a place where you cannot possibly go to.
Oh, useful. Great.
But okay, into XCOM 2, before I could go on for quite a while before I launch into it. Also, Noah ice creamed some time ago. I heard the bling and just kept going. Quote ad Harvey, I'll do whatever mommy says. Oh, you've been quoted, by the way.
Oh, it's already started. It's already begun.
Oh, it was Hologram 1 who ice creamed. Pawn, you should get the Shiv mod and put me in. I wanted to play this solo today. Harv's just here to, be the angel on my shoulder to stop me from being a dick completely. But I told you already, it's going to be a hard pull to pull me back. I'm going to be looking really hard at this.
I mean, you say you are biased. You've played this game before. You've been frustrated before. You're coming into it now, and you've even gone you're remembering all those feelings of pain and anger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a completely blank slate. So take us in, Pawn. Show us the game. I will use my critical analysis and thinking skills in order to try and provide the reasoned side to your madness.
Okay, then we're going to start out in Commander mode. Veteran is sort of normal. Commander is a little bit more difficult. I have put in thousands of hours on XCOM Long War and XCOM 2. If you combine them all, it's got to be over 1,000 hours probably on these various streams and on YouTube. So I'm going to go for Commander. It may go poorly because of that, but we're going to do that. I'm not going to Legend. We're turning off the tutorial. We're going to reduce beginner VO. Don't want that. And we will show the subtitles, but I am going to skip most of the cutscenes. Let's get started. And by the way, if you're ever playing a Firaxis game in the XCOM lineage, do not, for the love of God, click Enable Iron Man. I know you're thinking, I want to play through and I don't want to be able to reset, and if things go wrong, yeah, but the game's probably going to break halfway through. And then Iron Man is going to prevent you from being able to go back when the game